Right, it's time to repack the cylinder on this Outrigger. This is an original Outrigger from 1998. It's never been repacked, and I did get some damage in a car accident. Somebody changed lanes into me in a Volkswagen Jetta, and his wheel bent the plate on that Outrigger, and so it started leaking. So I have the packing kit, and I'm going to attempt to reseal it today. Hopefully everything's okay with it. We don't have a bent rod or a damaged head or gland nut. There's a seal kit from IMT. There's a seal kit. Some parts. And let's get started. Things off just in case oil squirts out. I won't shoot across the shop. Shouldn't get too much, but you never know. Seal those anyways. Alright, let's see what this gland nut is. Say, you know, Caterpillar rams and a lot of those adult cylinders I've rebuilt, they don't use steel piston rings. Put a straight edge on it until we get the piston off. Make sure it's not bent. Hydraulic press to straighten out the pad on it. But I may need to buy a new spanner wrench to pull it on. I should make a special tool for this, but I don't have it. Pull them a little bit. It's really smart. Let's just make a disposable piston rod. Yeah, we'll be able to clean that up, I think. There's a lot of thread to it, so it's got about 2 inches of thread inside there. See, the seal's blown out, so I knew the rod wasn't just that the rod was bent. It's a stiff one. It's as thick as it needs to be. Cleaner. About 10 minutes. If it doesn't heat up in time, I'll run it some more if I need to. Right, in the meantime, while that's doing that, let's move the camera over here to the press. And we will have some fun. Oh yeah, good as new. More easier than I thought it was gonna. Alright, I've had this in here at 51 Celsius for about a half an hour. Look at that. Now that's clean. Gonna rinse off some of the soapy water because it's kind of caustic. Cool them down a little bit. And then we can get started to put it back together. A little bit of damage on this one when I dropped it. video on rebuilding this or resealing this outrigger. I'm going to go ahead and test it out. I'll take out one of these tires, just to show you what the outrigger does. I'm sure most of you watching this know, it's a hydraulic ram, and you would think, okay, you put hydraulic oil to the one end, you push the piston down, rod extends, and that holds. But what happens if you blow a hose, or this, I guess mainly if you blow a hose, or if the oil leaks back out through the valve somehow, isn't it going to fall? This is a safety thing, right? I could have 7,000 pounds hanging from this crane. Well, this valve right here is called a carry check valve. And the way it works is when the oil comes in through the feed line to lower to extend the rod to actually put the outrigger, it pushes through a valve like a check valve with a spring on it, and the oil flows through that. And then once you stop pushing oil through to it, that spring locks that ball in there, or the valve, depending on the type of valve. Some are little poppet valves, some are just a ball. That gets locked in there, and so the force of all the hydraulic fluid on the top end of this, from the piston side up, is pushing up against that valve, and so it doesn't allow any of the oil to leak out. So that locks it, and the only way it's overcome is either extending a little bit more, but that still you're just extending more and you're relocking. But when you go to raise the outrigger, when you pull the control valve and oil flows through, the way it's set up in here, there's a port in here where it goes, and it dislocates that ball or the check valve so that the oil can flow through, so you can raise the ram back up. And then at the same time, the oil from there flows through the hose back the other way and out through the valve, so go back to the tank. So it's a safety item. All the hydraulic rams on cranes and booms have that. It's a carry check valve for this one. This one actually also has a pressure limiter on there too, and that limits how much weight you can lift with the boom part of the crane. It's also limited by lifting how much you can lift with the cable. So there's a hydraulic lines that come through and turn a hydraulic motor that runs a rack and pinion gear to turn the drum to pull the hoist cable up. That's also limited in the valve here, so you can only lift so much weight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to extend this out a little bit on this side of the crane. I'm actually able to slide this outrigger out a little bit to give the truck more stability. The other side doesn't, but because it's so far away from the crane, the width of the bed, helping out with the stability there. Just sliding that out just so you get a better view of what the ram's doing. So let me go ahead and start up my welder here. So, wondering why I started my welder to run my hydraulics. I actually run a hydraulic pump off of my welder to run the crane and to run the air compressor. Engage the crane. That turns the clutch on for the pump. Also, the other valve is for the other side. Something strange about this IMT crane, I'm not sure why it does it. The outriggers travel a lot faster running into the controls from the crane, and I don't understand why. Okay, so those outriggers are firmly taking the weight of the truck, or the weight of the crane, off the truck's frame. And this bed is actually designed to be a frame for the crane. So the truck isn't really getting hurt by it. I'm sure there's some wear and tear to it, especially if you really lifted some heavy stuff a lot. And it also, the main purpose of the outriggers is so that the truck doesn't tip over. If I was to not put the outriggers down, and I want to pick up, say, this bigger tire here, it's 5R25. When I swung out to the side, I could flip the truck over on its side. So these give you the stability so the truck doesn't do that. So let's go ahead and run the crane around.
small. It's a 23.525. I don't even run these on my trucks. I just got it from somebody that I'm just going to put an ad in the paper just to try to sell it to one of these CrossFit places. You know, they like to take them and flip them over. This tire probably weighs only 600 pounds, maybe 700 pounds. This next tire I'm going to pick up is 29.5R25. Sitting there right now, it's probably about 1,100 pounds. It's a radial. It's got quite a bit of tread left in it. It just blew out prematurely, so. So here's the purpose of the outrigger. So right now all the weight's on that left outrigger. As we swing around, we're getting weight on the right. When you'll see the truck move a little bit, that's quite a bit of weight, pretty far out. Without that outrigger there, that truck would have been, you know, possibly rolling over or definitely sagging on that suspension really hard. So that's why I wanted to rebuild it. It was leaking when I did a good load on it, so it's definitely time to do it. So anyways, that's it. That's this video on resealing that Ram. And I just want to thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like. If you like the videos I'm putting out here, just subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified on any new videos that I have coming out. I've got 2 on this truck here. One on putting the bed on the truck and getting it set up. Another one on road testing it. I'm kind of getting a video out probably once a week or so on either our heavy equipment, what we're doing there. Maybe rebuilding components on it, going out to the mine or the field and seeing those videos of what they're doing out there. Hopefully you guys like it. Thank you.